back to my channel. So today's video is another Valentine's Day makeup look. I kind of got into my mind that I wanted to do a Valentine's series. So the week before Valentine's goes up, or the week before Valentine's, I wanted to put up a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial every single day. So I am pumping out these Valentine's Day looks just to give you guys kind of a bunch of different options for Valentine's Day. Natural looks, cool tone looks, you know, wearable looks, dramatic looks, kind of like this. You know, a bunch of different looks for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. This is a pink halo smoky eye with a little bit of glitter. Glitter is always a go-to for me, especially for Valentine's Day. A pale pink or even a darker pink if you're interested, or if you like darker pinks, is like bomb. So if you don't feel like you can get away with glitter, or you don't like to do glitter, or you feel like it's just way too messy, you can always just use the eyeshadow and just kind of cut out the center with a little bit of concealer just to make it pop a little bit more and then go on. This is a halo smoky eye. It is a little bit harder technically, because like even when I was doing it, I was so uncertain, like unsure of how this look was going to turn out. I didn't know if I would like it. It did turn out okay, but you just really, to me, I feel like I have to keep going until I see the end result in like all of my makeup, and if I don't like it, then I'll wipe off everything. But usually when I do one eye, I kind of get an idea, and then I'm like, I don't really like it, and I'll post on Snapchat like yay or nay, because I'm always uncertain. So if you are the same way, and you kind of don't ever know if you're gonna like it, just give it a chance, finish the rest of your look, and you may know, like after you put on your lashes or mascara, your foundation, everything else that you put on, that you ended up falling in love with the look. So that's usually what happens to me. So I hope you guys have a happy and safe Valentine's Day. Please let me know at the end of this little Valentine's Day series what your favorite Valentine's Day makeup look is, and I will talk to you guys in the I will talk to you guys in the next video. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye.
Okay, so starting off this look, I am using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. This is their new concealer, and I am using it to prime my lids because it's what I'm going to use to highlight. So I just kind of use the concealer just to cancel out any darkness. Next, we're going into the Modern Renaissance palette, and we're taking Burnt Orange on a Sigma E35 blending brush. And we are working this into the crease. This is more so of a transition kind of skin tone shade. Because we're going in with pinks, I wanted to make sure there was at least something along the lines of my skin tone just to kind of bring it all together and make sure it adds kind of like that bridge shade between my highlight and the crease shade. For the crease shade, we are going into Love Letter, which is kind of like a magenta bright pink. Now this color, I did have to go over it multiple times just to get it to be as intense as it was, and I'm using a Sigma E25 blending brush, but I'm also taking this into the inner corner and also the outer corner and kind of bridging the gap in the crease, and then just going ahead and just blending that shade out and also packing on more color. Then I go into Dark Plum or Deep Plum. It's another Anastasia Beverly Hills single shadow, and I also take another E25 blending brush. This one's just a little bit more dense and a little bit more densely packed, and I'm taking this into the inner corner and also the outer corner, making sure that I can't even speak, that this shade is really tightly packed in the crease. You don't want to overpower Love Letter, but you do want to add a little bit of depth and definition to this look, so just a little bit of Dark Plum in the crease. Then I go into Blossom. This is out of the Self-Made palette. This palette I don't pick up too often, but I just packed this into the little, like in the middle shade, not too much because I'm going to go over it with glitter, but just a little bit so it has a little bit of color underneath. Then I take my NYX glitter primer. This is my tried and true. I will always use this. It's like $8 at Ulta. And I'm just packing this into the center wherever I'm going to apply the glitter. I do bring it up pretty high into my crease because I have kind of like foldy lids, so if I look up, the glitter will end up in my crease. So I bring it up pretty high into the crease bone, and then I just go in with a light pink glitter, and I pack this into the lid, the center of my lid shade. You can use a darker pink if you want. I just wanted to do a light pale pink, and then I take the same brush that I used Deep Plum, and just go in with a little bit more of Deep Plum and blend the inner and the outer edge to blend the glitter in as well. So for lashes, I'm using Huda Beauty lashes in the shade Samantha. So after that, I am priming my skin, and I'm using my Mally Perfect Prepping Priming Perfector. It's a pore minimizing primer, and I mainly focus it in the areas where I have really large pores, so that's my chin, forehead, nose, my cheek area, and also my my upper lip. And then I go in with the Maybelline Dream Velvet. This is the soft matte hydrating foundation, and this shade is it's in the shade Coconut, and it is a little bit warm on camera, but it matches me to a T in person, especially with it being more so of my winter shade. So I am just blending that out with a beauty blender. It is kind of cakey, so I like to use it with a beauty blender. And then I go ahead and use the same Wet n Wild concealers. I use the darkest and the one underneath to highlight. The reason I use both of them is because the darkest one, which is dark cocoa, is just about my skin tone, so it's not really gonna, it's more so of a natural highlight as opposed to like a bright highlight. So I go in with the shade that's one step underneath with it, which I think is just regular cocoa, and I use that just by the cheekbones and the bridge of the nose, the chin, cupid's bow, just all of the areas where I needed a little bit more brightness. And then I blend it out with my beauty blender, of course, and then I go ahead and set all of the areas with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. So this is my all-time favorite setting powder. You guys see it in every single video. It just sets my powder really, really nicely, and it gives a bright finish. So after that, I am going in with the Becca Multitasking Perfecting Powder in the shade Deep Bronze. This is once again one of my favorite contouring powders to ever use. It is quite expensive, but it is such a soft and finely milled powder. It just goes on and adds the right amount of definition to my skin. So I use that with an F05 contouring brush by Sigma, and then I use NYX blush in the shade Pinched, and this is an old blush, you guys. Oh my gosh, I looked at it and I'm like, I haven't used this in a while. So I am using an angled blush brush that I got from Walmart probably like 7 years ago now or longer, and I'm just applying that to the apples of my cheek. And then I go in with that Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills and take my fan brush and apply that to the cheekbones and also the side of the forehead, and I also do the nose and the cupid's bow and all of that, but I just decided just to kind of scratch all of that. So I just mainly focus this on the cheekbones around the area where I have my large pimple. And then I go back to the lower lash line, and I'm taking Love Letter once again on an double-sided brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm just really focusing this on this lower lash. I'm really blowing this lower lid out just so it's really, really, really intense. Then I take a little bit more of Dark Plum on another double-sided Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and I really focus the darkest shade on the lower lash line, like really tight to the lower lash line, just to add a little bit more shade. And then I take Pink Champagne and I pop that into the inner corner with another Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. I mean, these brushes are great for the lower lash lines, and I wanted to add a little bit of pink in the inner corner. And since I'm on like a healthy kick, I'm drinking water, so excuse that. And then for lips, I'm using an Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Trust Issues. Such a gorgeous shade, you guys. It really ties in with the pinkish dark plum shade that we got going on in the crease. I was going to do like a gloss, but I was like, this is perfect. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Have a happy and safe Valentine's Day. If you do choose to recreate this look, please tag me on Instagram at Makeup by Lon, or just hashtag Makeup by Lon, and I will be sure to check it out. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye.